Music. You listen, I listen, we listen. It's an integral part of almost every culture in a multi-billion-dollar industry. Chances are, it'll come up in your small talk, and you better know what you're talking about. So let's dabble in music. Naming notes. Sounds that we can hear are distinguished as notes. Music notes are named in order of increasing pitch, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and back to C. The space between two of the same notes is called an octave. Notes progress from one to the next in whole steps, which contain two half steps. All notes are separated by a whole step, except E, F, and B, C, which are separated by a half step. A half step up from a note is called the sharp of that note, represented by a pound sign, while a half step down is the flat of that note, represented by a small b. So if we have C and D, C sharp is a half step up from C, D flat is a half step down from D. C sharp and D flat are the same note. Humans can typically hear almost 10 octaves. Starting with C0, the C of the 0th octave, the equivalent of the lowest tuba note and usually actually can't be heard, and ending with C10, the C of the 10th octave, the equivalent of about the sound that an old CRT television emits. Writing music. This is what music typically looks like. These 5 lines together is called the staff. Notes appear on the lines and the spaces between them, so if C is here, then D is here, and so on. This is the treble clef. A clef tells us where the staff lies in the whole range of sound. The inner circle of the treble clef marks G4, the G of the 4th octave. Rhythm and time. Notes also have time and rhythm markings. Notes can be written as whole notes, which contain 2 half notes, which contain 4 quarter notes, which contain 8 eighth notes, which contain 16 16th notes, and so on. When you hear the term beats per minute, a beat is a quarter note. Back to the staff. These vertical lines are bar lines, which separate the measures. This is the time signature, which tells us the timing of the music. The bottom number is the note division, in this case quarter notes, and the top is how many of that division are in a measure, in this case 4. So 4/4 means 4 quarter notes in a measure. And that's it. Thanks for dabbling.